The question of the week is, what movie did you love as a kid that you think still holds up today? And we were all 80s and 90s kids. Pretty sure we're going to have a lot of nostalgia on this one. Let's start with Ryan the Lion.
The one that I went with was The Princess Bride. I loved this movie when I was young. I still love it now. I think it holds up extremely well. I still laugh at the jokes. I still think it's a good story and great acting. Love the movie then, love it now. Princess Bride definitely holds up.
I definitely agree with that. Quackrin, what's top on your list?
So I have a bunch, but I'll go with Tilda.
Yeah!
Yes, it is. I knew it was going to
Excellent.
be. Yes.
That is a great movie. It does hold up.
It really is. I mean, it's a great movie.
Matilda definitely holds up. All right, 66. What's one of yours?
Okay, just because I watched it most recently, and it still holds up for me because over Halloween, my wife and I were watching all of like these crazy Halloween, and we did it for Christmas too. But The Addams Family.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Yes. I remember loving that movie as a kid, and I still talk about dancing the mamushka, and I still sing mamushka, mamushka, we dance the mamushka, hey, 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 and nobody gets it, and I'm like, you know what? I don't care, because I loved it. I loved it, and it still holds up today. I don't know if it's nostalgia or just great, but it's amazing.
I am shocked that you didn't go with a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, me too.
You know what? I didn't get into Star Wars until later. I can freely admit
really?
that. Yeah, I wasn't like a young kid when I started watching that. That was later.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was later on in my life when I started watching.
wow.
Not like I'm thinking more like adolescent.
But I was watching Star Wars.
I was going to say,
Then,
I
too.
saw Star Wars when I was probably like, I don't know, 7, 8, something like
Yeah,
that.
early. So, Walter, one of yours high on your list.
Once Upon a Time in China. Has anyone even seen that?
Nope.
I'd never even heard of it.
It's Jet Li's back in the 90s where he plays
Jet
Wong
Li.
Fei Hong. It's kind of like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon type esque movies, but it's all dubs, and I obviously don't speak the language, so I had to read everything, but just the action was amazing.
I love Jet Li.
I think I've seen it, but I saw it way later.
I need to watch this. Like, if that
Yeah.
seriously still holds up and it's a good movie from the past, I feel like we should watch it.
Yeah, I feel like all of Jet Li's movies hold
Yeah.
up. I can watch any one of them, really.
It doesn't really matter about the story, it's just watching him fight, that's it.
I might sit out that week.
I have a bunch. I have like a top 3, but I think the one that I want to go with, Roger Rabbit.
Oh, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That was a great movie.
Wow. I haven't seen that in so long.
If we were gonna do kids movie, that was my pick.
Oh, okay. I love that movie. I still love that movie. And as I got older, I found out how they made that movie, and it made me love it even more.
Yes.
I mean, it blended everything I like. It had comedy, it had the mystery, it had cartoons. I was even scared as a kid a little bit of Christopher Lloyd's character.
Christopher Lloyd, when he turns into the cartoon, it's terrifying.
It's terrifying. And then when he dunks the shoe into the dip,
Yes.
I don't know how I watched that as a kid, but I loved it. And I recently watched it again, and I still love it. That's probably the one that holds up for me. I know we're just going to start shouting out randomly, but I would also put on that list Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Great call.
That was that. I watched it recently with my nieces. I was like, this is great. This movie's awesome. I don't care what anybody says.
You gonna say your Pixar pick, or
Yeah, come on.
I going to say it?
Well, you want me to say Toy Story?
Obviously.
Yeah,
Obviously.
come on.
It's on all of our
It's
lists.
like one of the best movies
That's
of all time.
Probably the best movie of all time, yeah. Hands down.
Exactly. I agree.
Well, because this movie came out in live action or whatever so recently, I watched the old version again, and Aladdin is still my favorite Disney movie, and it still holds up today. The music is amazing, the singers are amazing, the storyline, I think best Disney movie ever. It still holds up today.
I mean, I think Lion King is up there too.
Yep.
It's very good. You're right. That still holds up too.
I actually love Hercules.
Ooh, yes.
Love Hercules.
Oh, and Hades is amazing. in that.
Hades. Oh,
my
incredible.
God. And even his two minions.
Yes.
We luckily grew up in the second golden age of Disney animation, so we have the luxury of having the best. And I had one on my list that's a little bit more obscure, but does anyone remember The Great Mouse Detective, which was just a mouse being Sherlock Holmes? Oh my God.
I remember that.
I love that movie. It is just a little mouse pretending to be Sherlock Holmes, and it is great.
Yeah.
It was before the Aladdin Little Mermaid. It was literally the movie before that.
The Wizard of Oz. obviously.
Of course.
okay.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
love that.
Home Alone, Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
Home Alone still holds up.
And then Big and Forrest Gump.
Big.
Good old Tom.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, Walter, what else do you have?
Apparently, from what you guys, I didn't really watch a lot of kid stuff. Really did it.
I was thinking that too. Like when I was thinking of my list, I was like, well, I had a lot of movies I enjoyed, but they weren't like necessarily kids movie. Like Jurassic Park.
I thought of that,
Loved
too.
Jurassic Park still holds up. Spaceballs. I loved
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs
not
was one of my
cute.
favorites. I had it on VHS. It was amazing.
But the question of the week was, you loved it when you were a kid, and some of these movies that came out when we were kids, we didn't watch until we were older, so I couldn't. I felt like I couldn't pick them.
I disagree with that because my parents did not shield me from anything, and I saw Jurassic.
Same here.
Same
here.
I saw Jurassic Park when it came out. I saw Spaceballs not when it came out because I don't even know if I was alive yet. But
No.
but I saw it when I was very young. I had my uncle tape it when it was on TV and give me the VHS.
What's a VHS?
Don't worry about it before your time.
Even though I think I'm older than you.
It says a lot about our generation. Jurassic Park was also on my list, and that's not a kid's movie, but I watched it and I loved it. And there are some movies that we shouldn't have watched, but we did.
I'll give you two then. Now that I think about it, I wouldn't let my kids watch it. So, Untouchables
Untouchables.
Oh wow!
and Scarface.
Seen
it as a kid.
Scarface as a kid?
Yeah.
I did not watch those as a kid.
I saw it as a kid.
What?
Saw it as a teen.
Walter, who babysat you? Like HBO?
All right, that's fair because my dad, when I was like a early teenager, like 12, 13, he thought it was important for me to see Pulp Fiction.
Oh.
So I saw that at a very young age, and it's amazing. The Addams Family is number one. Aladdin's number
Yep.
two. My third one is Jumanji. With
Oh, that
Robin
was my
Williams.
next one.
Oh,
Jumanji
excellent.
holds up 100%.
Oh yeah.
It still does.
Go along with Robin Williams. I also loved Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, that's such a good one.
Oh,
Yes.
I think Mrs. Doubtfire holds up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a great one. Oh my gosh, it
Amazing.
totally
Okay.
does. I love that
Yep.
movie.
I should add that to my list. You're right.
I know, I should too.
You know what? I got one for you that I haven't watched in a while that I loved as a kid, and it was Fern Gully with Robin Williams. And
Oh, fun fact. That was on the same VHS as Spaceballs.
I think all the movies we mentioned, they all hold up. However, I wonder if everyone agrees with that or if our nostalgia plays into that question.
I know. Hard to watch objectively.
No, I think they do. I think they do.
Yeah.
I agree. I think all of the ones that were mentioned do.
I feel like we actually chose a lot of movies that weren't geared for children. So
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
it's basically just a matter of if you think that movies from that time are still good, but
Yeah. That's where it comes to.
For one reason or another, they do hold up.
yeah.
And now it's time for the lightning round.
The original Batman with Michael Keaton and
Oh, I love that
Oh,
movie.
yeah, that's not
That definitely
I
holds
agree,
up.
100%.
Does anyone remember An American Tail?
Oh
About
yeah,
the Fievel?
Fievel? Yeah, I remember Fievel.
I love that movie, and I think it still holds up.
Ninja Turtles from the 90s.
oh, that
Oh
Ninja
my
Oh
God.
yeah, that was
yes,
great.
and also Secret of the Ooze.
Yes.
Yes.
The Land Before Time.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah.
Oh
Is
yeah.
that Littlefoot? You talking about Littlefoot?
Yeah.
Littlefoot.
Yes, yes, okay.
Littlefoot.
Yeah. Brave Little Toaster. Any of you see that?
Yes!
Oh yeah, the Brave Little Toaster. That's a great one.
Wow.
That's so funny.
I don't know why that came up.
That's an emotional story.
Yes.
Man, the Brave Little Toaster. That's awesome.
I love it. I'm sure this brought up some nostalgia. How would you answer this question of the week? And make sure you subscribe, like, and share this video with everybody.